Salutations everybody, it is Matty here today, and as you've already noticed, different backdrop. The reason for that is because the room I normally record in is currently being worked on, so a couple of videos are gonna have this backdrop here. Different background does not mean different news because we are still talking about Rage 2, baby! According to a listing on Amazon.com, Rage 2 will not be releasing until December 31st, 2019. Now, for those who are not aware of how placeholder dates work, allow me to explain it to you. Bethesda is telling retailers sometime in 2019 this game is dropping. They don't know when yet because it's still in development. If you want my estimated guess, for those who are excited for this game and want their hands on it as soon as possible, I'm probably going with spring 2019. But once I saw this placeholder date, a couple pieces fell into place. I thought to myself, wait, we announced this a month before E3. You released 2 trailers on it and likely caught the attention of any audience who is going to already initially care about it. Now, why would you do something like that, especially if the game's not even dropping this year? Well, I think it's quite obvious because if you look at Bethesda's calendar, 2018 in the fall is still entirely wide open for the taking. I wonder. Yes, if Bethesda is announcing a pretty big game, a big revival of a series, a month before E3, it's not even dropping this year, it's clear that they're trying to get as much attention on that game before something big comes out that is going to be owning the fall 2018 slot. The only logical conclusion based off release schedules of every company under Bethesda is, of course, Bethesda Game Studios, especially now that we know what id is working on. But more so what I thought was, now that this game's dropping in 2019, there is a good chance that there is a Fallout game coming out in 2018, in my humble opinion. The reason I say that is because I feel like if you oversaturate a genre, if you're under the same company where you have post-apocalyptic titles like Fallout and now Rage, who can compete against one another, you probably don't want them releasing in the same year. So if there's a new Fallout game coming, this is the year, because next year, while I know Fallout fans only care about Fallout, to Bethesda, the company, probably they're gonna look at Rage and say, that's our post-apocalyptic game for next year. I also wonder if they release a Fallout game this year, does that increase the excitement for Rage because people get that post-apocalyptic fever, you want some more of that, and then boom, Rage 2 is there in the spring. Honestly, all of this is just guesswork, but we can deduce a lot, at least, based off of Bethesda dropping Rage 2 in 2019 despite announcing it a month before E3. The minimum, it's peculiar. At the maximum, I feel it guarantees Bethesda Game Studios is coming to E3 and showcasing something. But what this also shows, and I think this will excite people, is that Bethesda seems to have been listening from the feedback of E3 2017. Big reason I feel that E3 2017 was a bust was Bethesda only wanted to show games coming out that year. And with Rage 2 being confirmed to be at E3 this year, and we now know the placeholder date is for 2019, we know that Bethesda will be showing games that may or may not be coming out this year, and perhaps previews of what's coming in the future. That's opened a whole other can of worms. What could Bethesda tease in general to us? I mean, the first thing I think of once again is Elder Scrolls 6. I'm hungry for a new Elder Scrolls. I've been on that kick, still playing Oblivion, can't wait to go to Morrowind, then I'm gonna go back to Skyrim, but I don't want to get too excited. Just, these are deductions I'm making based off of the information available, and a lot of it is, as you guys know, speculation. Speculation. Anyway, that'll do it for this video. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Rage 2, its release window, and how you feel this impacts Bethesda in the comments down below. Other than that, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. Those links are in the description down below, along with my Patreon. Do consider supporting that as it fuels all the content we create here. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.